Welcome to another edition of Better Wethersfield. My name is Kathy Stickley and I'll be your host this evening. And we have a very special, fun evening planned for you in honor and celebration of St. Patrick's Day. We're very excited and honored to have with us this evening is representation from the Griffith Academy of Irish Step Dancing. This evening is Kaitlin Goslee is with us, and she's brought several dancers with us to share the experience of Irish step dancing with you this evening. So Kaitlin, please tell us a little bit about Griffith Academy. You've been around for a little bit here in Wethersfield, I hear?
Yeah, a small amount of time. The school opened in 58 years ago, which is a wonderful thing that we could call Wethersfield our home base for all 58 years in our beloved American Legion Hall right there on Main Street in Old Wethersfield. The directors of the school the school was passed down from the late Mary Ann Griffith to her two daughters. The director of the school now is Mary Beth Griffith and Dr. Colleen Griffith, who runs our competitive program over there.
Super. And how many students do you have in the school today?
Oh, that's a good question. We have a large number. I want to say up to nearly 400. It's getting big.
Are you just located in Wethersfield? Do you have other schools?
We do have a few branches.
Okay.
Another one in Wethersfield. Sometimes we use the Irish American Club over in Glastonbury.
Yeah.
And we've had a competitive program out in Manchester since I was growing up there. But our main home base is right here.
Right here in
Wethersfield.
And that's one of the special things about our show is that we try to focus on things that are going on in Wethersfield. And what's coming up in the city of Hartford as part of the celebration for St. Patrick's Day is the, I think it is the, I'm trying to think what annual parade it is. The Hartford,
it's up there.
I think it's like 30 years maybe. Anyway, there is a St. Patrick's Day parade. It's being held in Hartford on March 10th, Saturday, rain or shine. Steps off at 10 a.m. and Griffith Academy is going to be part of the Wethersfield contingent. So the town of Wethersfield is very active in the St. Patrick, the Irish Club in Glastonbury that sponsors the parade. The Irish step dancers will be featured. Part of Wethersfield is this is the Academy of Griffith Academy.
We love getting out there in the parade. We've done it for years, as long as I can remember. Growing up, going out there in the morning and dancing in the parade all through the streets, and it's a good time.
So, Kaitlin, are you an Irish step dancer yourself?
I am, yes. I grew up in Griffith Academy myself, along with the 12 other staff members we have over there. We all grew up through the school. Several of us were very fortunate with our training to go off and join touring companies with Riverdance, with Lord of the Dance, Gale Force, a few others.
Exciting.
So we've seen the world.
Very exciting.
Thanks to our Irish dancing.
Wonderful, wonderful. So to start tonight's event, I would just welcome you by saying Seed Mil Falcha, 100,000 welcomes. And so what are we going to start off with this evening?
This evening we're going to give you guys the most traditional of all Irish dances, the Irish jig. And when our first beginners come in the door, it's the first dance they learn. They're wearing their light shoes when they do that. Tonight you're going to see a hard shoe version, so a little more advanced version of the Irish jig, but it's got good rhythms and it's nice and lively.
Super.
Do you want to bring the dancers?
Yeah, why don't you introduce them? Why don't you bring them on in?
Griffin. We have a large number of dancers here for you in the studio. They're all local dancers as well, so. Okay, so we'll just go down the line and find out all your names and your ages and how long you've been dancing for. Griffin, we'll go ahead and start with you.
My name is Griffin Bartone. I'm 15 years old, and I've been dancing at the Griffith Academy for 11 years.
Thank you. I'll come around back here.
Hi, my name is Mary Riccio. I'm 19 years old, and I've been dancing for 16 years.
Very nice, Mary.
Hi, I'm Julia Gregoire. I am 13 years old, and I've been dancing for Griffith Academy for 10 years.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Abby Gathers. I'm 13 years old, and I've been dancing for 10 years.
Good job, Abby.
My name is Kaitlin Mogilnicki. I'm 12, and I've been dancing for 7 years. My name is Lauren Mogilnicki. I am 12 years old, and I've been dancing for 7 years.
Great, Lauren. And Lily, we'll have you come over here because I'm running out of cord. Come over here and tell me.
Hi, my name is Lily Moreau. I'm 9 years old, and I've been dancing for 8 years.
Thank you, Lily. And come on over, Kate.
Hi, my name is Katie Dudley, and I'm 9 years old, and I've been dancing for 5 years.
And that is our jump across jig dancers. Our next number we have for you, welcome back. We're going to do a little bit something different. What you saw in the jump across jig was a hard shoe dance. Now the girls have changed their shoes. They have on a light shoe or a soft shoe. The traditional form of that shoe is called a gilly. And what they do is a figure dance. It's to the real music. It's a very upbeat tempo music. And a figure dance brings us back to our traditional roots where Irish dancing really started, where they were at festivals called Céilís, and they just got in groups and started dancing, and these have sort of taken on a whole new traditional aspect in contemporary dancing, and people have added arms and all kinds of things. So the girls will come on in, and they're going to show you what a six-hand reel looks like. Excellent job. Thank you so much. Sure. Some of them already introduced ourselves, but we have a new girl joining us that didn't get to introduce herself during the jig. So why don't you tell us your name and how long you've been dancing and how old you are?
My name is Briley Bartone. I'm 13 years old, and I've been dancing for 10 years.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Briley. All right. Thank you, girls. Our next dance we have for you is something a little bit more competitive. When our dancers go on to national and world competitions, what they do at these competitions is they dance solo and individually, and the piece of music is called a set piece. And from there, it'll be the same music all across the world, but each choreography will be individual to our dance school and to our competitor. So joining us for that will be Griffin Bartone. If you want to come up and join us, that'd be great. He has traveled to, tell us some of the competitions you've traveled to just in the last couple of years, Griffin.
Actually, last summer was my second national North American Championships in Nashville, Tennessee, and the year before I went to Florida for another national competition as well.
Excellent. And you're heading down again in July?
I am. Yep.
Where's that one?
That one is in Chicago.
Excellent. Well, we wish you luck.
Thank you.
Griffin will be dancing the Blackthorn Stick for us.
Griffin. Griffin, hi. To the layperson out there who does not know much about Irish step dancing, I just have to say that was absolutely magnificent. So I applaud you in all your skill that you shared with us this evening. But just to those that don't really kind of understand Irish step dancing, tell us how long that you've been training to reach the level that you've achieved. So I know that there's a fesh in Glastonbury, you compete, but then once you achieve there, you must go on to something higher and higher to get to nationals.
Well, at the feshes, if you do well at those, your teacher will allow you to compete in the highest level for New England, the New England Oireachtas, which is New England's championships. And at those championships, you can qualify for the national championships, which I will be going to in July, and in the World Championships, which I'll also be attending this April.
Super. So you start off in Glastonbury, little old Glastonbury, Connecticut, and then you get to the regional, which is in somewhere in New England.
Yep.
And then you move on to nationals, which is somewhere in the United States.
Yep.
Now, have you ever made it abroad to Ireland?
I'm actually going, this is going to be my first World Championships in April. I'm actually leaving a month from today.
Outstanding.
And I'll be in Belfast in a month. So.
That is absolutely spectacular. So one of our own is going to Belfast to compete, representing Wethersfield in the world in Irish step dancing. I think that is absolutely fantastic. And how old are you again, Griffin?
I'm 16.
You're 16. So are you a student at Wethersfield High School?
I am. Yep, I'm
Outstanding. A spectacular. A sophomore?
Yeah.
So, and now do you train every day? Is it hourly? I know when you compete at that level, you must train a couple hours a day.
Yeah.
Just like an athlete who trains for, gymnastics or baseball or anything. It's very...
Yeah. Every single day we're expected to practice, so... Yep, it's a commitment that you have to make.
Yep. So tell me, does your mom or dad set up the wood platform in your garage? Not your dining room. I was going to say your dining room. But
yeah. In my garage we have a wood stage, I guess, but I started hitting my head on the ceiling, so I had to upgrade, and I'm actually renting a studio right now, so that's where I've been practicing.
Super.
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic. I had taken for a couple years, and I know a little bit about it, but just what I know and looking at what you've been able to accomplish and what it takes to get there, I just applaud you for all of your hard work and dedication to the skill of Irish step dancing, and you make us Irish people proud. Yay! Wonderful. I'm just so thrilled that you're going to be going next month.
Yep, next month.
Super. Very good. Well, it's a credit to you and the Griffith Academy. So what's next, Kaitlin? So we'll bring Kaitlin back on. Thank you, Griffith.
Sure. Yeah, we have. And just spinning off of that, if you wouldn't mind, I want to give compliments to all the family in the dance school. The support that their families give them and that their parents give them is really what gets our dancers out here. They're all here tonight and here to let them go to those big competitions. So we appreciate.
It takes a lot of dedication and discipline.
And support,
and which I think, you know, the Irish step dancing process and skill does teach the students, you know, about self-confidence, discipline, commitment, to, you know, keep up to practice, because you can't dance unless you practice.
Yeah.
And a commitment to the team, because if you're going to do a 6-hand reel, you need to be working together. So
that is very true.
Yep.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot in class, and they stick to it. They're very dedicated. So
okay, great.
Speaking of dedication, 3 of our next girls coming out are very dedicated. Come on out. We have Julia, we have Mary, and we have Abby, and they're all 3 local girls as well. And these girls are not only wonderful students to have in class, but they are student assistants and student teachers in our dance school. And they're there every week helping out with our little, very, very little beginners, and we appreciate their help. Tonight they're going to show you a dance called the slip jig. The slip jig is not done by Griffin. It's only allowed to be done by girls. It's strictly our own, and it's a very unique time signature. It's done in a 9/8 time. For those of you that know music, that's a little odd, but it's very graceful, and they're going to be very high on their toes and light on their feet, and that's why it's for the girls. So tonight they'll be doing the slip jig for you.
Yep. Great. Super, girl. Thank you.
So we're back, and we are going to finish the night off with our most traditional of all Irish dances. It is the hornpipe, and we like the show hornpipe, right guys? It's always a crowd pleaser. It always gets the crowd into the big finale. Before we start dancing, I just want to tell you a little bit about these very, very special outfits that we all wear when they're dancing and competing and performing in shows. they've evolved through time, which is probably the best way to put it. They started out many years ago as a very traditional, made out of the velvet, which you can kind of see here, and the patterns were taken from the Book of Kells, that was from a monk's monastery over in Ireland, across the pond. And these designs were picked, and then they were embroidered onto their dresses. You can see Griffin's got a good example here of the Celtic patterns that we picked out of the Book of Kells. And the kids like to pick their colors and which glitz and glam is going on there, and they really get to make it suit their personality and their unique selves, which is great. So tonight, here we go with the hornpipe. Feel free to tap your feet along.
Very good, dancers. I think you did an outstanding job this evening. So we really thank you for coming out and helping Wethersfield celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Is there anything you guys would like to say this evening?
Yeah. I think all of us would like to give a giant thank you to all of our teachers at the Griffith Academy. I don't think any of us would be where we are without them. So I think they deserve a big round of applause. So thanks, guys.
Their hard work and dedication to teaching you how to Irish step dance is absolutely proven here this evening. So job well done to Griffith Academy and Kaitlin, Goslee for coming out this evening to help us celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you for having us on your show. We appreciate it.
Really,
thank you so much.
So we hope to see everybody out on Saturday, March 10th.
Put your green on.
Put your green on and help us celebrate St. Patrick's Day in great style. So thank you so much. And Erin Go Bra, Ireland forever, woohoo, yay. And happy St. Patrick's Day to all, and God bless. Good night.
Big smile.